Okay, new day, more satisfactory. So today is exciting. We worked up towards a certain point where now we should be able to make turbofuel very soon from here, and that is extremely exciting. So that is gonna be our first step today, is working towards turbofuel. Um, so we made this last time, filled with compacted coal already, um, along with vehicles. Very fun stuff. The machines are not fully backed up yet, but they should be soon. That's nice. Because we do have a manifold setup. I really like the compactness that happened here with this setup. It's super satisfying to look at. I like it a lot. So yeah, we will probably redo all of this pretty much, which is fine. I'm okay with that. So I wonder what this blue thing is. We do have to be careful though, because I don't know if we get rid of them all, if we have oh, just mushrooms. If we have enough power for all of our machines everywhere, so we will have to be careful of that. But yeah, these are being filled up with sulfur and coal, respectively. Nice. And all is working. Fuel is being pumped in also to these. I guess to only one of them, right? No, to both of them. And yeah, soon enough this will be turbo fuel instead of regular fuel. So I think we just kind of get started and try to set up things well. So as we can see, these guys have issues, but that's fine. We need to get rid of some things in the inventory, or at least I would love to do that. We just have to figure out what. We should have gotten rid of these spheres also in the base, but I guess we can add them in here instead. We can also add the portable miners. That should be good. I want some good inventory space for this, so let's add the portable miners first. Oh, not like that. That's not what I meant. Okay, good. What else? Power shards. We are already full of those. Take from inventory before depot. That also seems nice. I would prefer that, I think. Motors. We are completely out of in here. That's good. So we will add those also. Rotors. And do refineries require rotors? They don't, so at least we're good on that, I think. So let's look at the capacity. Yeah, so I think we should be fine overall. Let's at least get rid of you, because you don't work as intended. And let's check our capacity again. Maybe other machines are also throttling? Yeah, they all are, it seems. Okay. Well, we have enough power as it is, with just our coal, so we should be fine. Ah, so nice and quiet. You can also go. Perfect. This one. No connected there. Yeah, we'll also get rid of most of the power poles, right? Because we have daisy chaining now. We didn't when we first set this up, so... Okay. Good. Let's add the mesospheres in. We're now full on motors. No, we are half full. I guess what we can also do in the meantime is just put a little box down here. Okay, good. That helps. Okay. We'll have a lot of stuff to dismantle, but it's fine. Yeah, we'll also get rid of the packager. Or the empty canister guy. Okay. We'll just continue. It's a lot, but it's gonna be better this way. Okay. We can also get rid of these for now. We're completely backed up on rubber and this is not intentional. Okay. Well, this is gonna be exciting. Okay. Let's get rid of all of those. Okay. Let's also get rid of the floor holes. Let's start from scratch essentially. Except for this one. That's gonna be providing oil. These two, I guess. Gonna be providing oil, so we'll keep them. So we can make a good amount of oil. We could even overclock if we want. It's not a terrible idea, I think. But let's keep it like this for now. Okay, good. We have good space in the inventory. So okay. You're making an interesting noise that I didn't expect to hear. Okay, let's also dismantle here. Good. So we are almost starting from scratch here. We're making 360 oil. We can make more if we want. With overclocking. So What does this mean? That... Oh, we are actually creating more. Let's just keep it at a baseline 240 and 120. Yeah. And consider things from there. So, refineries, we have a total of 360. And we'll want to make fuel first. Okay. And we're creating 40 fuel. Or we're needing 60 oil. So, 360 divided by 60. That's 6. That's simple enough. Did we get the Mark II pipelines even? We did not. Let's go back to base and get those done at least. To be honest, I don't know how much they would be able to move, but I think it just makes sense. What is that noise? There was a ghost car or something. Very interesting. I think we can make it up to the highway. That would be faster going back home. And I'm pretty certain we have all the resources that we would need for Mark II pipelines, so we should be good in that sense. Okay. Should also check, did we add coupons in here? Wait, did we? We have 2. Okay. I wonder if the sink has more. It has. Indeed. Okay. Yeah, so we don't have any more coupons. We have Turbofuel here. Interesting. We should add these portable miners. Okay, good. So coupon. So I think there is okay. There are those. Let's do the Mark II pipeline then first. They can move 600 per minute. Great. Yeah, you're not that expensive. I just hope that I have the plastic. Oh, I definitely do. Good. Well, we need to go back and fill it up. Okay. Good. And then just a bit more rubber, and then we're good to go on that. Okay, and heavy modular frames. We should clean this mess up soon also. And we're good.
Milestone reached. Pipelines and pipeline pumps can now be upgraded to Mark II. They are like Mark I, but better. Pipes seem to be objects of fascination to humans. In fact, there are reported instances of humans doing nothing but thinking about pipes for hours.
Okay. Oh, and it's fairly cheap. Nice. That makes life easy. Okay. Let's head back. Let's do it via the highway. Nice. And then let's go. There is no plastic moving anymore, but that's to be expected. I wonder if you can go faster than what I am right now. If you have to time things better to move even faster. And here we are. On our empty plot. Let's also upgrade these. Oh god, lag, a lot of lag. For whatever reason. Okay. So now those are Mark II. So what I'm thinking is that in that case we might send it up. So let's say like this. Okay, and then we do we want you to be straight. Nice. And then we can take you and do the same. And then we take the floor hole, put it like here, and then auto, I guess, works. Then let's make a Mark II pump because we can. We want to pump up. And then we can connect you here. Okay, good. That's a decent start. Now it's extracting and filling up the pipes. Amazing. Okay, so now this line should have a total of 360 going through it. I'm hoping this was the one. Yeah, it is. So, I wish there was a way to like split downwards, but I wonder how this one works. Valve limit. Okay. Cool, I guess. It might be something that we need to do, but I'm not certain. It doesn't require any power, that's nice. Okay, so we have this in the middle. We need 6 refineries. So we'll go straight from here. Like that. But that's not really the case because it's an even number of refineries that we will need. Okay, so let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Okay. Is that like an even? Not really. I think it should be one more nudge. We can nudge it forward one bit, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like so. Then there should be even spacing. We then do like a T-junction. Here. Will that work? It looks like it might be too close. Yeah, it is. But I think we can move it. No, because we also... No, we don't need the input, the item input, so that's good. So let's put you like here. And then if we were to say put you here, that should work. Something like this. It's so weird that it's making these things. Okay, anyway. It's fine. So, there we go. And then I guess we do like 360 divided by 2, 180. I should have known that, but anyway. So so we limit the rate going through to here. I don't know if this is how you're supposed to work with it, but either way I'm gonna try it. So we put this to 180, going in that direction, and 180 going in this direction. So because we wanna limit the flow. Maybe. I don't know if we really need to or not, but either way we will have 2 more machines on this side and 2 more on this side, and they will take 180, 60 times 3, right? And that's it. At least it's a simple setup. Okay, good. So we then T-junction. Like so. Why does it rotate? Okay. And so. And then we do the same here. Why is it rotating randomly? Okay, good. And then we just do this. We don't need the junction here, I guess, so we can just do it like this. Great. And then okay. Good. Then we do the same here. You don't need to be a junction. Amazing. So now let us power you up. And do so from here. Well, we should actually do it from only one side. Like from here. Okay, good. So now the refineries are working. That's what we want to see. And then all of your output of fuel should go towards more refineries. And you're making 40 fuel per minute. We're making a lot more compacted coal than we need at this point, probably, right? We're making 360 per minute of compacted coal, I think. It's an insane amount. So maybe it's then a good idea to double our oil. And then build 6 more refineries. Yeah, I think let's just do that. Okay, so at 200. Good. But then we actually won't be able to support that, no. Because then you're... Yeah, then we're gonna go above the 600. So 120 and 480. That would be double. So it's just slightly too much. We can add 50% to it. So 180 plus 360. So that's 540. I think that should work, at least. So 540 divided by 60 would be 9. Yes, so then we redo the setup a little bit. because that's an uneven number, meaning that we should center the first refinery. Okay. So let's place the pipeline junction first, like so, and then refinery goes. How close can we get you? One more is too much in my opinion, because then you cannot see the pipeline. So let's do it like that. And then 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. We have a total of 7 now, so we just do one more on each side. 1 and 2. Nice. This is what we want to see. We go horizontal to vertical here, and then we do straight mode. Okay, we then do T-junctions in front of them all. I wonder why it rotates like this. It's so strange. Okay. Seems like it's a bug. It's a strange bug though. Okay, and let's do it for these ones also. Good. And then we do the pipelines. Nice. Perfect. Okay. This is probably better. Then we just wanna put the valve. Again, I don't know if it really matters or not, but I'll do it. But yeah, we have this one. Okay, it's fine though. So we just do 540 divided by 2. Oh, divided by 2, but then minus 60. So that's 210 each way. 210. Okay, and 210. I'm guessing we don't have space for a valve here, yeah. It's fine. I don't really know if it matters either way, so good. We will then copy these settings and paste them to all machines. It would be nice if it wasn't Control V you had to press, because it means that I have to get my fingers off of the movement keys. Not ideal. Okay. That is not what I intended. Okay. Perfect. Daisy chaining is so nice. Amazing. So we have this now. That's good. We'll also be making a lot of polymer resin. That's fine. So let's again check. So we're creating 40. And you're taking that amount. Okay. So we need to what do we need to? We're creating 40 times 9. That's the first thing. So that's 360. What's the closest to 360 this could be? It's a lot though. A surprising amount. Okay. That's good. So we will do 360 divided by 22.5. That's 16. Okay, that's lovely. That's a fantastic number to work with. Great. So we need 16 of these machines for turbofuel making. So we cannot divide the machines evenly. So we probably need to merge them all into one spot. Let's do the pipeline junction. So you are the middle one. Good. And then all of the other ones should meet up here. Let's do T-junctions. Oh, that's too close. Okay, let's try again. Like that. Oh, but yeah, we don't need the T-junction here. I keep forgetting that. Okay. Okay, like this we're actually blocking the item output. So we should move it a little further. Let's place a lift. Like so. So that we can gauge the space that we need, which is like this. Great. Okay, let's redo the things. It just keeps automatically rotating for some reason. Really, really annoying stuff. Okay. And no junction here. Here. Okay. Perfect. Then let's do pipelines. Okay. And now we will have these filling up with fuel. What we want to see. Amazing. This is looking good so far. I wonder if these machines are hooked up to power. Is that why they're red, I think so. Yeah, that's better. Okay, good. So now we have to consider the setup. So let's do... I have an idea. We will do... let's say here. Okay. Let's do one out from there. So kind of here-ish from here. Wait. We want to do something different. So let's H and then nudge forward once, and then this is the middle. We wanna go... how do I measure this out? That is the question. So 1, 2. And we wanna make some space. Okay. So we'll send one pipeline this direction and one pipeline this direction. And then we should rotate you. Okay. Kind of like this. I think that's how we do it. We can have it... no, we cannot. Like 2 nudges that direction also. Okay. And we will do something similar here. 2 nudges. Good. And then simply we have view like so. I think this is what makes sense to me. And then we will nudge twice here also. And simply okay, like that. Then we'll have 2, 4, and 1 or 2, 3, 4. So that's 8. And then we will have 1, 2, 3. Oh, it just fits. Okay. Then 1, 2, 3. Great. Okay. We're taking up a huge amount of space now. Wow. It's looking good though. I like the look of it. Oh, something is not aligned here. It is you. Okay. Good. Let's redo. Okay. So is the spacing between these the same? I think so. Definitely not between those though. Okay. Like that. Right, now there is nothing off. It's good. Okay. So we take logistics. We do a T-junction. Like here. Really? We cannot connect there? Okay. I mean, it's fine. We can have it like this. It's not a big deal. At least that works. Okay. Then... oh, it's annoying. With these, though. Eeh. Okay. Well, it just has to be that way, I guess. Through the middle. Like that. Like, it's not a massive deal, it's just annoying. I wonder why my flashlight keeps turning off. I think it's when I go out of photo mode, in and out of photo mode. Okay. Good. So we have all of these. Let's... I forgot one thing. Yeah, we need to pump in coal. So there needs to be more space between the machines. Okay. That's fine. So we have to redo the placement of the machines. It's okay. It's a little annoying, but... okay, let's try again. So... we will have you like this, let's say. Okay, so pipeline won't intersect, which is good. So 2 times is not enough. Let's do like this. But we need to rotate. Okay, let's try again. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. And then there should be space. But here it doesn't actually matter. It matters between the machines, but not here. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's handle the between the machines stuff then. So 1, 2. And then 3. I think 3 is the magic number here. So we do logistics, conveyor lift. Maybe even 4 is the magic number. I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do this here. We need even more. So 6. Let's do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So then we can do the lift here. And then the pipeline going through the middle. 6 was the magic number, clearly. As we can see. Yeah. So it will be a nudge of 6 between the machines. Good to know. Okay. Okay, then let's 1, 2. 1, 2. Yeah, we won't have item output. Only fluid. Okay. Oh. So we could move this one closer, to be honest. In that case. It's fine. I'm not gonna care so much about making everything the most compact it can possibly be. Okay, good. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this should be better. Okay, let's do T-junctions. Nice. Then that's infinite fuel, right? That's an infinite fuel loop. That's how you generate infinite fuel. I wish. Okay, good. So we have this now. Let us go around and copy these settings. Let's also not have our bombs out. Okay. Let's... And I cannot just press V, no. I wish. Oh. Okay. Nice, so that's all of them. Good. So we do T-junctions. This works perfectly. Amazing. This is what we want to see. Nice. And then we just do regular pipelines. I did the same thing again. Infinite fuel loop. Nice. And then, because here we should be able to, well, do it like that if I was capable of doing it right. Like that. That doesn't look bad. I do worry about that. Should work at least. So that's how we would do it, essentially. Pump in the necessary coal. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's HH and then move towards us. That. Page down, page down. Move towards here. Okay. Nice. Yeah, and we should split here because we cannot support the belt. Building cannot be nudged. Okay, let's try from here then. But yeah, if we don't do this, then the belt will be too steep, or yeah, something like that. Okay. Let us also get from you. You can go here. Then you connect. Okay, amazing. Then we take from you. Nice. We keep going. And then finally here. Nice. Okay. What we then want to do is we can line you up like here. Let's line it up with this pipeline here. It's fine. We then take you here. Okay. And then we continue like this. Nice. Splitter. Okay, H. H up a few times. Good. I'm so looking forward to this Turbofuel. Huh. Down, down. Hello, meow. They connect like that. Connect like what? Like this? Or what? Hope you're doing well, by the way. you for stopping by. I'm guessing you're at work or close to. Okay. Good. And then I gotta press control. Yes, the issue is that I don't think they can fit right. So if this is what you're talking about, not hover but snap, yeah. I have been trying, but either way, it's set up now, so it's not a big deal. Okay, let's get this. Oh, we wanna rotate actually. Like this. H. Then page up a few times. Good. Yes, yes. I mean, I'm still learning. I'm new to the game. It's fine. Thank you, and thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a great time doing the stuff that you need to do. Okay. So then we put you like here. No, we put you here. Okay. Good. Amazing. And then we just connect all the belts. The rain sounds are so cool on metal. I really like it. Oh, I'm out of industrial beams, but I think I have some in a box. I do. Lots. Nice. Okay, let's continue where we left off. I don't really like the splitters being this close to each other because it's very difficult to tell if there is a belt connected between them, but either way it's fine for now. I like this setup a lot. It is yet again a manifold setup, but still, it's good. Okay, so now we have somewhere for the coal to go, finally. Let's make you go straight. And go like this. And then like here, and then just go straight in. Yeah, so they're not filling up, so we probably need to place the lifts again, which is what I thought would happen, like that. It's still not filling up. Oh, maybe that's why. Okay, like that. Yeah, now it's filling up. So we just have to place the lifts again, and then it's fine. And now we'll have our first piece of turbofuel. So you're filling up, nice, but you're not filling up with fuel. So which ones are filling up with fuel? You aren't either. You are. Maybe it just will take some time. Oh. I think that's part of the reason why. Okay, good. So you're filled. You are filled with fuel. I think it's good to just check. And you are also. So it was just that one missing. That's it. Okay. Sometimes that happens. Nice. So now we're making turbofuel. We need to find space for a lot of things. I don't like that you're peeking through here. So we need to find space for fuel generators. We need to find space for the polymer resin that we're making here also. So more refineries to make plastic and rubber, but that'll be fine. We'll handle that, I hope. But maybe it's a good idea to handle that immediately. I guess it's not a big deal. I want to make some packaged turbo fuel immediately. So you can go here. We have some empty canisters already. Also works. Let's just connect you here. Nice. And now at least we have a little bit of a temporary setup for packaged turbo fuel. And that we'll definitely make use of. I really don't want to equip you. What did I have in my hand? Why can I not see it in my inventory? Oh, it's probably... No. What did I have? My basher. Okay, it's in. It got added in here somehow. Okay. Good. So now we have some turbo fuel, but it's using the wrong... I don't want you to be using biofuel. There we go. Whoa! It gives so much more height also. Wow! Oh, it is great. I didn't expect it to be... like... to give me more height and all of that. But that is very nice. Amazing. Incredible stuff. Yes, hello, Woma Lacy. I'm not a collaboration streamer at the moment. I'm not interested, and I'm guessing you're probably also a bot. So, I don't have interest in collaboration at the moment. It could be possible in the future, possibly, but yeah. For right now, I'm not collaborating with anyone. Okay, nice. Oh, it's very red in here. Okay. Interesting. Oh, so much Turbofuel, incredible stuff. Okay, so did we do it with this one? We did not. We connected the belts, but probably didn't redo the lifts. Nice. There we go. You're getting filled up, you're getting filled up. All of you probably are, which is what we want to see. I think it's a good idea to just check. Wow, it's hard to control how high I'm flying with this turbo fuel. Okay. Nice. So, the next thing we probably want to do is deal with the polymer resin. Wow. It's great looking from upstairs. And maybe we might just do that underneath. No. The refineries are gonna be too tall. Like the chimneys at least are gonna be poking through, I think. So we won't be doing it underneath. But I like it. I very much like it. Making great use of space. Very compact. Nice. Yeah, so the polymer resin, we somehow have to find a way to deal with. And we don't have a crazy amount of space here. We also don't necessarily have that over here. But let's consider how much we're making in terms of polymer resin. So we're making 30 times 9. That's 270. And let's say we wanna at least make more plastic than rubber. So residual plastic, that requires 60. Rubber requires 30. Yeah, I remembered correctly. So let's say wait, so you also made 30. At least the math is simple. So we want to... We're making 20. Let's see a constructor, because we want to use some of that for the empty canister. That requires 30. Wow. I didn't expect 30. It's quite expensive then. Oh, this requires 40, not... I was looking at the wrong recipe. So, rubber is more expensive. We can slightly overclock something. So, we will just have one machine doing rubber, probably. No, let's have two. So that's 80. And then... yeah, that's how we'll do it. We should have two machines doing rubber, I think. We're at the edge of the map here. But we can build it out over here, maybe. We should also have the turbofuel pumped out and meeting somewhere. We should move the sulfur slightly. So like here. I don't think it will be a problem, but who knows. Okay. Good. So... you're good now. Nice. So we will T-junction here. Good. And we will just continue. Loop again. Good. And then we do the same-ish here. Okay. That's it. Nice. We forgot one spot here. And here. Okay. Good. So now we have turbofuel in these lines also. And then the last spot for the T-junction. like here. Yeah, we don't need it at this end. Nice. Great. Then we do a regular junction here. Like so. This is looking amazing. The cars can turn, that's nice to see. Now we are out of copper sheets. That is also not something that I expected to run out of. Yeah, I don't have anything in there. Okay. It's looking better and better over time. But let's go back to base again. So I wonder how high I can get. If I can get all the way up to my highway just from the Turbofuel alone. Just barely. Ouch. Well, we can get up to here and then take the rest of the trip up. Nice. So copper sheets, that's what we need. It's taken a surprisingly long time to set this up though. I'm a bit disappointed about my speed, but either way, it's looking good. I just noticed my game is not running at 60 frames per second. It's not ideal. Okay. Copper sheets there towards the start. Here. Oh. We're quickly running out of them. What are they being used for? If anything at this point. They're being used in here. For circuit boards. But that is turned off at the moment, so we are fine. Okay. Let's see. Industrial beams we definitely have enough of. I just wanted to check. Okay, we should be able to get all the way up from here probably. Oh yeah. Easily. Nice. I like the turbo fuel a lot. We also have to consider how much turbo fuel we are making and how many fuel generators we will need. They were turning on and off, which is not ideal, so something was bad about my previous setup. So I have to be a little more careful this time with the new setup that I will set up. I just realized that we will likely need a good amount of concrete also. Yeah. So maybe I should head back again. I think so. Oh well. Wasting a bit of time, but it's fine. Why am I seeing sulfur? Oh, it's the truck stations. I was looking at the compass, I was confused. Okay. But amazing stuff, amazing stuff. We now have turbo fuel being made completely efficiently also, I think. So by the end of the stream we should have also set up packaging for them and rubber and plastic production yet again. And then also fuel generators. I think we can get that done in this stream. Okay, so concrete. We'll just take the rest of the inventory. That's fine. We can just about make it even down from our storage. That's nice. Okay, and hopefully we won't need anything more. We should probably check refineries. We have more than enough of everything we would need, I think. Fuel generators also. They both require motors. Maybe we will run out of motors. We'll see. And then the alien power augmenter we could also consider. That one would be essentially free power, which is not bad. Who doesn't like free power? Oh yeah. The cool slide. Nice. So just sending the turbo fuel straight is probably not a bad idea. Okay. Pipe is too long. Of course it is. It's a little annoying that they have these distance limitations on things. Okay, nice. So let's build some platform. good amount. I don't know how much space. We might want to calculate that immediately. So it's 18.75 turbofuel. Yeah. 18.75 times 16. What is that? That is 300. Such a nice, even, rounded number. Good. And so I cannot place the packaged stuff in. Okay. So let's try to do it from here instead. I cannot tell what's going on because this machine is just massive. Okay. Good. Like that. So let's say we just fully overclock. Wow. Well, it being a rounded number doesn't even matter that much then. So we can support 16 fuel generators also with this. One for each refinery. And that is if it's fully overclocked. That is insane. Wow. Okay. That is very, very strong. But we have to take some of it for packaging. Packaged turbo fuel. So let's say 18.75. Oh. 18.75. So that would be the clock speed. That's the idea. So we'll make one. These are not being fueled anymore, I think. That is fine. Okay. We can just get rid of these. Great. So we'll make use of one we can make use of 4 maybe. No, probably not, because that would be too much plastic, right? So empty canister, packaged turbo fuel. So we need to somehow support this. So you need to be making 18.75. That's such an annoying number. What else could we do? Because we need to make use of it all. Otherwise we will have machines stopping to work, and I think that's the issue that we had earlier. We need to utilize all the polymer resin. Oh, we should probably get a smart splitter then, now that I think about it. Because if our storage gets filled up back at base, that means that all of this stops working, right? over time, because then we cannot get rid of the polymer resin. So we need to handle overflow. I see. I think then we need to look at smart splitters immediately. Let's look at the man. Turbo heavy fuel. Interesting. So then we don't need to go through a refinery. But it also looks like it's not producing any byproduct. So actually what we have is ideal, I think. Either way. Okay. So it's probably in Caterium. Smart splitter. AI limiter. Okay, and what does an AI limiter require? We can make that. Okay, let's do it. So then we can get that smart splitter done. We need reinforced plates. We can get rid of this canister. Okay. Good. Smart splitter. Nice.
Smart Splitter unlocked. The Smart Splitter offers advanced settings that can improve conveyor belt logistics.
Okay. It's not a lot of information on it, but sure. Let's see what it requires. It requires more AI limiters. And we'll probably need more reinforced plate also. It's not what we want to see. Okay, so let's go back again to base. I think that's kind of all we can do at this point. There's a lot of back and forth. That's just how it is sometimes. But we just need to handle this overflow so that our power doesn't cut off in the future. I guess we'll just sink it. Can you build multiple sinks? It seems like it. Good. At least that we have going our way. Looking beautiful, the base. So nice with the lights and the conveyor belts also. Okay, so reinforced plates. That's what we'll need. Maybe we should grab some quick wire also. Okay. anything else we could need? I don't know, possibly. But doesn't matter. We'll find out if that'll be the case. Okay, quick wire time. Did I left a power shard in here, but that's fine. I didn't sloop anything here. Doesn't seem like it. Okay, good. Perfect. I wonder about our power consumption. We're nowhere close to capacity, but that's because a lot of our machines are not even working at this point because I have so many items, so many boxes that are filled up, I think. Let's go back. So this will be the first time I work with the smart splitters also, but I know that there is an overflow setting in them that you can make use of. So that's exactly why I'm getting it, and I'm gonna make use of it. I should have thought about that when I first set up the machines, but I just didn't. I like that the trucks are driving around, it's so cool. This space is looking so much better. Okay. So we will have, let's say, yeah, we'll just have one of you. Okay. Good, so the polymer resin we needed to figure out. We were making 270, right? 30 times 9. 270. Okay. And we will be using... We can put the refineries like here. Some of them at least. So 1, 2, at the very least 3. So let's have 2 making rubber. So that's 80 of it, because they need 40. Then let's have a plastic one. So let's say you're 60, you're 80, so that is 120. Wait, 140. Okay, so we need two more for plastic. Okay. Well, at least it doesn't take up that much space, which is good. Okay. And then final one. Okay. Let's destroy what we can of this. Okay, good. So you will be plastic, so will you, and so will you, and then you and you will be rubber. Okay, that works. And then we'll overclock the first one slightly up to, because now we have 60 times 3, that's 180. 180 plus 80 is 260. So we need to make use of 10 more polymer resin. And I cannot tell without you. Oh, I can. Yes. Yeah, so it's like 16.667. Yeah. Okay. Good. Oh, 100. Oh, no, 100 plus this, right? Yeah. Okay, good. That's ideal. Amazing. So then we need to, at the first opportunity, to split off into an overflow. That's fine. Okay. Mark for lift. Go out here. These refineries will start their work for just a tiny little fraction of a minute almost. So we merge at all lines here, at all intersections, like so. Okay. We have to do this over and over again. Good. We just continue. So we have to build the lifts again also after this. That's fine, because they don't automatically connect with the splitters or mergers when I build them on top of them like this. At least I'm pretty certain they don't. They didn't the other time, but we can test it. Nice. Then final merger. Good. So let's check. Yeah, they're not automatically connected. Don't like how that'll look. So we'll do it like this instead. That should be better. At the very least. Okay, good. Then we need to build these lifts again. Nice. Amazing stuff. Nice. Gotta love it. Okay, then a smart splitter. We will build it like here, that's fine. We will need an AI limiter. Okay, that is fine. Good. So, logistics, smart splitter. Let's lock the hologram and page up a few times. Good. So we will have you here. And then center output. So it's looking from this side, right? So right output would be overflow. Okay. And then we will simply just have a sink. Like here. Let's nudge it back like twice. Will it clip if I go further? No. Let's put it like here then. That should work. We will take the conveyor belt. It's too steep. It's too steep here somehow also. But if I default mode, it will not. Oh. But it did do some weird stuff. We want you to be going straight. And then you can straight mode into the sink. Nice. Then we have that. Then we simply just need to power it on. And I guess all of you guys can daisy chain together. It's hard to tell when things are daisy chained. Okay. So then we can also daisy chain you into the sink. Great. Amazing. So now the polymer resin is overflowing into there. Right now we don't have a buffer of any kind, so it's just overflowing immediately, which is fine. So now what we do is we do more splitting, normal splitting this time. And we go like so. 1, 2, 3. Right? 4. Even. Okay. Good. And we just do this over and over again for each refinery here. Nice. We don't need to do it for the last one. We will have you be a conveyor lift. Okay. Nice. And just go, go, go. So now, yeah, everything is going through there until there is no more space, right? Let's just keep looking at it. So when that last machine fills up, we should see this belt starting to fill up and going into the sink. One of the trucks is out of fuel, it's fine. Yeah, perfect. That works as expected. Nice. Then it's just these lifts. Amazing. Okay. Then we'll need water for each of these machines. That should also be easy to deal with. That's so nice. Perfect. So what do we do first? I guess we do the water first, that's fine. So we'll get rid of this because it's not needed anymore. Our requirements have changed, our setup has changed. So let's just redo. Okay, good. These can also go. And this foundation as well. Perfect. Let's consider where we want this water to come up. It could just be here in front of this middle machine. The floor hole we put like here, and then we do a pipeline junction, like so. And then regular pipeline stuff. We will need the T-junction. So it's not, they're not worth a lot, these polymer resins, but at least we're passively just building coupons with this solution, and that's nice. I don't have any plans to explode anything, game, so I don't know why you take out my bombs. Okay. Amazing. And then there we are. Great. That's the 2-hour mark. That's when Meow would stop, but I'm not Meow. Okay, also, let's do horizontal to vertical, just because. Nice. Okay, so now we have to find a way to line this floor hole up. With a water extractor. Good. So we go further. And then down here. Okay. Good. So let's do logistics. This is the best way that I have found, personally, to line the water extractors up. It's not great. It's not like an amazing way. But to me it seems to work at least. So this looks straight to me. Okay. That is at least straight, I'm pretty certain. Okay, water extractor. I wonder why you want to rotate like that when I snap you. Okay. That is fine. So now you should be lined up. We delete this again. And simply we do the pipeline straight. What I do need to consider is we're creating 120. Yeah, so one should be more than enough to support all of the residual machines then. That's fine. Good. So we then send you straight. Like here. We can put you a little closer. This is a better view. So here, that works. And this one was weird looking, so we're just gonna delete it, and then we're gonna continue from here. Okay, nice. And then we go up. Perfect. That's very nice looking. Okay. We then just place a pump. I don't know if we'll need it, but I'm fairly certain we will for this. This nut can go. Good. So let's figure out how much water we'll need. These are still filling up somehow. Are they? Why are you guys not working? Yeah, it's probably because those are filled up. Okay, good. I don't think there's an actual issue, which is good. So here we need 23.333. Okay. 20, 40, and 40. Yeah, so we essentially have 40 times 2 plus 20 times 2 plus 23.3334. Let's see. So that's 144 or 43.3334. Okay. 143.3334. Nice. So oh, why did it? Oh, because I don't have shards in here. Okay. It should be fine, like that. Good. Then we just need to plug it in. And I wonder where we will do that. You can go like here. And then here in this corner. It's a little difficult to build while floating. Okay. Good, so we can do like this. Okay. Good, so now we should be handling the residual stuff. What we can do is slightly overclock from the beginning so that all of the pipeline gets filled up. We should also just daisy chain you together. I forgot that that was a thing I could do. Okay, amazing. So now we're handling the residual, most likely. There is no water yet, but it's coming in. Good, now this machine is working. So let's merge you two together. And then we should also merge you. So. Okay. Nice. Let's see. We should also merge here. Should we merge here? That's the question. We'll take one of you to work on the packager, right? Um, 30, so we'll take half of one of them, I guess. But it shouldn't be half of the first one, so it should be this one. So let us split here. Then we'll have half going in. Okay, that should work nicely. Okay. Yeah, I like that setup. Perfect. Let's then go underground from here and here. Mark for lift. Okay. And here as well. Amazing. So let's see where these go. They go like all the way over here. Okay, let's also disconnect this stuff. Because we will handle it somewhere else. We have to be careful not to dismantle things that we would like to use and need. Okay, then just this little pipeline. And here. Amazing. Let's then can these be blown up? Doesn't seem like it. Could you please try to build the foundation down here? Okay. Let's do H up here. Okay. Can we do one more up? I don't think so. Okay, let's soup along. So you're the split plastic output. Mm-hmm. Okay. You're clipping through here, so I don't want that. Okay. Let's try to do like this. Okay, good. So we lift here. You can go why are you taking input? Okay. I didn't expect to have to adjust that manually. But sure. Okay, good. Then let's try again. Okay, we will just make them 3 lines. Ooh. Okay, let's try to default mode it. Yeah. It works. We can even make it a little closer. No, we shouldn't. Okay. Good. Then we go straight mode. Like that. Great. Okay. Cannot see anything. That should be in the middle. Let me just check. It definitely doesn't line up somehow. But I don't know how. They're definitely centered. Is it here? No. Is it here? Pretty certain it's not this one. Yeah. But why is it struggling so much? I just wish I could tell. Are they centered? They are. Yeah, I can even tell that it should be here. Yeah, it is there. But this one is definitely incorrect. And then the other one is like here. So is it because they are the wrong thing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Good. Nice. Let us see. So that would be here. Okay. It's not a bad spot. I guess it kind of is. Let's make the far lift straight. Oh, but we only need 2. Yeah. Okay. So we will want this one to stay on this floor. Okay. Is there a chance that I can see from the belts up here which one is rubber and which one is plastic? I at least know that the far one is fuel. cannot tell. I'm pretty certain the bottom one is plastic. But I think I will have to just double check to be sure, because I don't want belts to be infested. And here, rubber is in the middle. Okay. I don't think we'll get the fuel generators up and running today. A little sad. I will finish it off here soon, the stream. Okay, so 143 143.3334. Okay. Perfect. And I wonder if we've built up a good amount of coupons just from this resin. No, just one. Oh yes, right, because the machines stopped working. That's why. Okay. Or at least part of it. So let's go. Like so. Then you can go like so. You're not even. Yes. Okay. It's fine. I'm getting claustrophobic up here. I can also not tell what's going on. Okay. I think I got it. Nice. Okay, rubber going in here. Okay, good. Now we have this already going back to base. Amazing. Okay, what's the next step? That is to make use of the last plastic to make packaged turbofuel. Okay, so I guess this sink is a bit in the way. No, not really. Okay, so let's do pipeline here. Should be straight mode. Okay. We then do a pipeline floor hole here. And you will go straight down. You're late to the party, that's fine, Rob. All good, all good. Well, I'm just pretty much done setting up Turbofuel. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's taken a long time, but it's getting there now. So let's do the packager. I want to line this up with the pipeline. I hope this is lined up. I don't know. I'll find out. It is indeed nice. It's going well. How are you? Okay, let's see. Horizontal. That cannot really work. So, but we can... Is this straight? I think so. It looks to be straight. Okay. Good. Like so. I don't really mind the packager just sitting in the middle of nowhere. It's fine. Then the output for the packager should go there. Some machine is very loud. Okay. We will... This platform doesn't need to be this long. So, right down here, we'll have a constructor. Work is quiet and you're killing your phone battery. Yes. Oh, a watch streak. Nice. So we need to be making 40 so that this is 20. Wait, but we actually only need to make 20 canisters. And actually a little less, right? Yeah. 18.75. So... 18.75. That's fine. Weird numbers, but they work. They should work at least. So... let us... build a lift. I cannot tell where anything is. I should also rotate it the correct way and make sure that it's set to the correct setting. Which it is not. Okay. Like that. Yeah. That is looking correct. Nice. There we go. Then we just need to connect the constructor and then finally to the packager. And lift here. I guess we can lift here if it lined up. I don't know if it does. Maybe it does. It might actually do. I'm just gonna try it out to see if it will. It does. I just need the beams now. Okay. Well, we don't need it to be Mark III belts. Nice. Yeah, then we just need to power things up, probably. How many refineries did it take to make the turbofuel in the end? It took 9 plus 16. And then also more refineries for the polymer as well. So a total of 27. Or 25, sorry. Okay. Good. So, yeah, one of them will just go towards packaging. That's fine. But it's a really good setup. I like it a lot, actually. Nice. It's been a while since you did Turbofuel. Yeah. Let us split immediately. Like so. And then we do the lift. Okay. Perfect. So are they coming through or? They are not, because I need a belt in between. Yeah, now they are. It's been a while since you did Turbofuel. Yeah, it seems very good. Yeah, then we just need to line these up. Or connect these. But yeah, I will be ending here soon, sadly. So you come in just at the end. Let's see. So yes, I actually just saw my most recent hard drive gave me a different recipe for Turbofuel. But I would actually say that my setup is better because I'm using that one is not creating any residual from the oil, and the residual is what I'm using to make plastic and rubber. So actually the setup that I have is better for that. I hope that's the right height. I cannot tell. It looks like it. Something like 40 oil into 200 turbo fuel. That's also crazy. You talked about there being like an exponential way of doing something. I guess that's the one, maybe. That's the recipe that allows it. Okay. We then do splitter. And put on this side. Oh, these don't line up at all. Oh, that's because they're rotated, yeah. Okay. In that case, we will just have you point this way. Let's line you up then with the splitter. Something like this. Should work. And then we should have turbo fuel going into the vehicles also. Empty canisters. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Good. That's not a problem because we are not using the turbo fuel at all right now. So that's why it's looking like that. We could just turn this one on, I guess, to use some of the turbo fuel. So we'll be making 15 fuel generators worth of turbo fuel in total. We're taking one refinery's output into packaging it, and that's it. So, but that will have to be for next stream, because I will be finishing here at this point. But it's a very, very nice setup. Very compact, very neat, very tight. I like it. Churning through turbo fuel. Let's also just flush all of our turbo fuel. Why not? Because then we can start making packaging it. I hope that we'll start seeing it come through. Okay, there is a little bit of plastic, but that's not the plastic that we want to see. Here. So it is coming. Okay. Let's also add some plastic in here. A 33% increase, then the diluted fuel recipe in a blender gives 300% increase. Then the rocket fuel increases more. Yes. Okay, cool. We see one piece of packaged turbo fuel coming through. And one more. They're coming now. So it'll probably take a bit for these to fill up. We can flush again. We can just keep flushing, it's fine. We don't need to be sitting on all of this turbo fuel at the moment. But yeah, I disconnected everything, so that means that my trucks are kind of backed up and stuck, which is fine. I think we will fill them up here, nice. And now you have regular fuel, you can take turbo fuel instead. Good. Oh, this is a problem-ish, but actually I shouldn't have given them all of my turbo fuel. I want some to be able to fly at least. I cannot pick them up from there. Only from the belt, I guess. Let's just delete the regular fuel because we don't need it. But yeah, things appear to be working at least. That's the most important step at first, to get things working. I'm stealing the fuel from the stations, but it's fine. Okay, I'll just take 10 of them, I think, and that's it. Then I'll connect the truck stations again. Yeah, of course, Rob. Of course. problem at all. Okay, good. That's one side. Then the other side. Nice. So now they're filling up. That's what we like to see. So I wonder how much turbo fuel they'll take compared to regular fuel. Let's flush again. We'll just keep flushing for a while. But yeah, the cars are driving again. Very nice. You can imagine that I'm still not really running out of these things, yeah, because it's just been passively sitting anyway. You can check the drop-down menu inside the truck station to find out per minute usage. Yeah, there is this, right, 5 per minute, but it's a little confusing because it's a different number than if I was to look in the car themselves. So I don't know what number to trust exactly. In the vehicle planner screen, yes, exactly. There are 2 different screens where you can see it. I've come to find out. Okay. Good. Amazing. We should actually have a good amount of fuel backed up here. Maybe it's enough. Can I make it here? I can. Good. Maybe I can take a bit from there. So let's replace the regular fuel at this point. That's kind of just how I want to do it, I think. So it's gonna be in the same box back at base. Let's just take all that we can. I'm slightly too slow on this conveyor belt. But now I got stuck here. Okay. Good. Already over 100 turbo fuel. Very nice. Oh, that hurt. Not that much though. Let's add 50 to each. So there is a good backlog. Nice. And yeah, I think we will finish up for today at this state. So let's see what we did. Let's have a look around, a little look-see. So we have the compacted coal from last time. Amazing. And then we have all of this that was redone today. Put together neatly, I would say. So we have these taking in the heavy oil residue, making fuel, pumping their output into all of these refineries, making turbo fuel, and then also the leftovers get put into here, into these refineries to make plastic and rubber, as well as any overflow. We unlocked smart splitters today. Any overflow of resin goes into the sink automatically. Then the layer underneath, we have turbo fuel being pumped down into the packager, making packaged turbo fuel for vehicles and myself. Then we have rubber and plastic being pumped through also over here. And that's pretty much the setup. It's very nice. I like it a lot. It looks great. And it was thankfully easy to look up or to hook up to my highway as well. All of it was very, very smooth today, to be honest. But yeah, that's about it. One of these turned yellow. That's a bit worrying, but we should definitely have a look back at this place as well to make sure that all is running smoothly at some point, because it was an issue previously. Yeah, this network is full, so it's likely just because of that stuff. So, well, we'll probably find a raid target today so that you can do some raid surfing yet again, maybe. And anyone else who's interested. So, let's try to find someone. And thank you again for dropping by, Rob. I appreciate it. It's always amazing. But I like to switch it up with the raiding, so not raid the same people over and over again, right? Upgrading the space elevator someone has. A Hubs VT. That is someone that we could go for. I like to also go for the people with fewer viewers, because I know that it matters a lot more to these people. So let's try to see. They speak English, I think. At least they have the English tag, so that's good. Yeah, let's go for them. And see you in there, Rob, probably. Thank you everyone for joining today. I appreciate it. Okay, let's go.